Good morning, dear friends. Happy Monday. Welcome to the month of November. Hope you had a lovely weekend and that you celebrated Halloween and actually enjoyed the energy of the blue moon as well. Here we are starting the week, first week of November, and we're checking in with our usual letting go guidance session. So if you're here live, say hi. As always, these sessions that we do together, what we're doing is we're using my letting go cards, and then I'm going to draw a tarot card and three angel cards from Doreen Virtue's angel card. But I just want you to land into this moment with me. How are things going? How are things feeling? You know, yesterday we also changed our clocks, and that always seems to change the energies for us a wee bit too. Actually, it was funny because yesterday when I realized it was 6 o'clock and it was completely dark outside, it really brought home the idea of, as we live in rhythm with the seasons and with the planets and with the moon, you know, I'm big on checking in with what the energy of the moon is, then we can actually start to feel the different pull. And so when like I said, when I realized how dark it was a reminder that as we move into the winter months, this is a calling to turn the awareness within, to accept that idea that I've talked to you before about the answers you're looking for are looking for you, but they're always inside. And so how can you bring some of that essence in? How can you adapt or watch your inner dialogue or just be with who you are at the core and trust? The big theme of trust, self-trust, that's coming in for us in November. November being an 11 month is very much about illumination. So I encourage you to watch how you talk about yourself, how you talk to yourself. And this brings us really well into what I want to check in with. What I'm doing with these sessions is usually I would shuffle these cards and then, have your energy come in with me and we pick one. But I've decided that there's 44 cards here and I want to go through them one at a time. And I think that there's going to be a theme and areas for us to dive into. Of course, I will shuffle the tarot cards and the angel cards as I've done before to help get the energy and the support. So all that to say that the letting go theme for us for this week is actually we're going to let go of conflict. Don't know about you, but that feels very well timed with this idea of bringing our awareness within to focus on the things that we can do, that are in alignment with who we are, and speak the truth about you, trusting that all is well, and you can flow and adapt with what you need to take care of. And this is very strong message that as we start to go into this is the penultimate month of 2020. Things have really changed, haven't they? And we're kind of looking at things finishing and things starting. So what do you want to be? What do you want to do? What kind of projects or energies do you want to embrace yourself with? And then you start with it with you. So letting go of conflict can be letting go of watching the news, watching things that are outside of your own zone of responsibility or awareness, and even letting go of conflict within you. We all have that inner committee, which is judging us or criticizing. Maybe it's time to let that go. Say, thank you for your opinion. I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm good. I'm going to follow the beat of my heart. I'm going to follow the energy of my heart. So I'm going to read out to you out of the guidebook that I have with these cards to help us go deeper into this idea. If we're going to let go of conflict, of course, all of these letting go ideas, it starts with you first. This is not about taking care of things outside of you. You start with you first. So that's what the inspiration or the idea here is for you to work on that. So it's this is conflict. The law of attraction states whatever you focus on increases. If you focus on a conflict or offense from someone, the anger and resentment increases. If you focus instead on trying to understand yourself and the other person, your wisdom and understanding will increase. You are being encouraged to let go and walk away from a situation that is causing some kind of conflict in your life. Know that walking away from this situation is not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of inner strength. By letting go, you allow new possibilities and new opportunities to open up for you. Good morning, Sheena. Letting go. Yes, I know. Letting go of conflict. That's what I thought was perfectly timed to let's let go of conflict. Let's let go of listening to it, of even, sometimes when we get drawn into watching something outside of us, it's actually sometimes useful and helpful to look within you. Where's conflict in you? Because that's the part that you can control. And if each one of us did that, we might actually be able to create a lot more harmony and balance just by being the change that we want to see or feel, if that makes sense. So I'm shuffling the tarot cards here. Let's see what kind of guidance or help we can have with this idea of letting go of conflict. Take a nice deep breath. We're still staying in this moment. And look at this. It's the 10 of Pentacles. So I love that, because if you think about that, that's a wee bit like what I was saying to you about the answers you're looking for or looking for you. But also, oftentimes, good morning, Marion. Raking leaves. This is the time of year for raking leaves, for sure. But, if we actually started to, I told you about this idea of telling yourself the truth and trusting that you have so much more capacity and abilities and capabilities and gifts within you. And so that really feels like that. If we can focus on letting go and releasing conflict that's maybe outside of you, or conflict that's in inner chatter or a judgy conversation inside your mind, and letting that go can actually sometimes wake you up to the fact that you have the capacity to be balanced, in harmony and in rhythm with the life that you're living, or with your intentions or your desires, right? So letting go of conflict and discovering the beautiful treasure chest within you. That's the vibe here. And so now we're going to have a look at 3 of these angel cards to see what kind of insights on this idea of letting go of conflict. And this is beautiful. So letting go of conflict allows us, so this is children. When this one comes up, it really makes me feel like getting in touch with that inner whispering wise voice, that inner child. Sometimes people call that the inner child, but it's the truth of you whispering, always there, giving you the answers and the guidance and dropping the little insights and pieces for you. So maybe it's time to study. When I see study, this is like making yourself the recipient and the giver of your wisdom. It's there. It's time for you to sit with that and maybe slow things down. Watch your breathing. Stay calm. Stay centered. Stay grounded. And then see what happens, what lands for you. A question that I encourage my clients to use often is, when you don't know what the best course of action is or the best choice, take a deep breath and then say, if I knew the answer, what would it be? And see what pops. Because there's always insights and inspiration, but we need to surrender into it sometimes and create the space to receive those messages. The final card here is Archangel Michael. And I absolutely love that that's kind of wrapping up the cards that have come out for us for this week, because I've always seen Archangel Michael as the protector of anything negative. So if we're letting go of conflict, and I think that sometimes negativity or conflict has a wee bit too much Velcro, because we like to say, oh my gosh, what's happening? Or look at that, isn't that horrible? Or isn't that awful? It's just sticky energy, and it just is. So if we can say to Archangel Michael, can you please help me release all forms of negativity, release forms of conflict internally and externally, and just breathe into that. Whether you believe in archangels or not, simply saying those kind of statements out loud or to yourself actually changes your energy. And then you start to feel a little bit more centered and grounded. I think that's the key piece, and that can help you navigate letting go of conflict. So it's a big week ahead. Let's all focus on letting go of conflict. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing week. If you need any help or want to go deeper with any of the ideas that I've shared, you can message me directly or pop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching.